No, not you. Not you. Your organization's terrible. Your organization's terrible. Let's go. Go ahead. Quiet. Quiet. Go ahead. She's asking a question. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well, I
Hispanic
would.
Caucus?
I tell you what. Do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours?
Just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
I know some of them, but I'm sure they're
Let's go.
watching
Set up
right
a
now.
meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great.
And we had the most beautiful piece of chocolate cake that you've ever seen. And President Xi was enjoying it. And I was given the message from the generals that the ships are locked and loaded. Look, he's a showboat. He's a grandstander. The FBI has been in turmoil. You know that. I know that.
And I love all people, rich or poor. But in those particular positions, I just don't want a poor person. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? This is a long time ago. Sold his company for a tremendous amount of money. And he went out and bought a big yacht. And he had a very interesting life. I won't go any more than that because you're Boy Scouts, so I'm not going to tell you what. Should I tell you? Should I tell you? Oh, you're Boy Scouts, but you know life. You know life. North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
Oh, crossed arm gate. I remember that. The way he was sitting with his posture, the arms crossed, so unpresidential.
Yeah, everything about Trump was just so unpresidential. But it's totally fine for Biden to like follow around some random chick that just kind of happens to look a little bit like his wife. Did you see this? This was hilarious.
No, what did he like accidentally imprint on someone else?
We've all been there at the bar.
You accidentally grabbed that chick's ass who's wearing the same shirt as your wife.
He's really moving it. He's really moving in for the sweet little smooch that he and Jill usually do when they're on stage together. And then here comes Jill out of from stage left, like, hold up, motherfucker.
What, she's going to have to wear like a hat or something now whenever they're out together so he can identify her, easily in a crowd?
They're going to be like, no more blondes wearing the same color dress as her. Like, not even remotely same color. Like, from now on, only brunettes wearing a completely different color. If she's in blue, they got to be in red. Like, no more blondes on the stage.
Oh, man, a Ferrari just blew past me.
I thought I heard something impressive. It was either something impressive or something that was like so bad that it was even
A fart canister with a fucking exhaust leak.
Yeah, that was a Ferrari. I'm on the Howard Franklin, the bridge between Tampa and St. Pete. So.
We got behind a vet on our way home yesterday that was doing 48 miles an hour in a 65. I'm like, why the fuck would you buy a vet to do 48 miles an hour on the highway? Like, go die already. Leave that to your grandkid who's going to run it into a tree or something. Like, I hate old people. I don't hate old people. They just really annoy me.
And Corvette people, that's a special breed of people. Anybody who works on cars will tell you, like, there's Corvette guys are the guys you do not want to see rolling into your place. It's very blue jean shorts and New Balance shoes, kind of crowd typically, but they are pretty, I hate to just make rash generalizations about groups of people. You guys know me. I'm a judge the person on the individual. But when it comes to Corvette drivers, whew, buddy, that's a tough one.
As much as I also don't like to generalize, but it seems like the more you pay attention, the more it's like, oh God, why is it always the Corvette guy that's the same type? It's always like that. Like the time that I asked Nadia what she wanted for lunch one day, and she said that she wanted fried chicken and watermelon, and I was like, can we just not be the stereotype for just a little bit? Like,
how's this going to look if I'm ordering this for you? They're going to think I'm putting you up to it.
Right. How are we going to walk in? How are just the two of us going to walk in the grocery store and I go pick up the like pack of fried chicken and a fucking half a watermelon? Like that, I can't do that.
Did you kidnap this girl for a prank? What's going on?
I mean, she was smiling the whole time, so.
That's just another stereotype, Jay.
Right.
Okay, touche.
Right. It's like, oh God, come on now. That's...
Oh shit.
Now we're getting so. She has kind of squinty eyes. Her grandmother refers to her as black anise, and now all she eats is fucking noodles, which is even worse. It's like, gosh, now you're playing up the Asian stereotype. Can we?
Nah, she's just gonna be an anime black.
Yeah, that's what she's going for. I think.
Wait
Tiger
for
Woods
she's
black.
gonna be wearing Dragon Ball Z shirts. Yeah.
Yeah. One of them Dragon Ball niggas. Yep. It's a type. I was some stand-up comedian, this black dude. He's like, man, everyone talks about, oh, there's the gangsta niggas. He's like, but like, there's all these other types. No one ever talks about the Dragon Ball, going through all the other sects of nerd. No, everyone just wants to assume we're all gangsters. But no. About half of us are total nerds too. Everybody else, I mean them.
Well, I guess if you don't have a dad, Goku is a good father figure.
Her dad is 100% an anime nerd. He's also like the whitest black dude I know. I think I'm blacker than he is. I think I spent more time in legitimate hood than he has. But
they're the best. They're so sweet. The Cleveland Juniors of the black world.
All right. Let's see. We're supposed to be speed running.
Skinnier ones
is
are
what I
funny,
said.
though.
All right.
What up, Trey?
Except for West Side Live, West Side Live is hilarious.
All right. Well,
Not
I said we're gonna speed run the RNC. We gotta get the most. We've got to get the most.
All I want to see is Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
That's all I care about.
Yes. No. You gotta show the intro if you got it. Ah, crap. I should have sent that.
I don't.
Dude, Mofo literally walked out to his theme music, I'm a Real American. It is the silliest.
Fight for the rights of every man.
I love this timeline.
It's so good.
Let's see.
This is it. This is the scene from Idiocracy right here, dude. I mean, it just looks.
Listen here, brother. I know we're out of burrito toppings.
When they took a shot at my hero, and they tried to kill the next president of the United States, enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
Dude, should I go to his restaurant for lunch today? I'm out here.
Dude,
I'm
yeah,
not
you
far
are
away.
going to St. Pete, right?
Yeah.
Do it. Take a picture and send it to me.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see where I end up. I've been wanting to go for a while.
Question, brother. What you gonna do when Donald Trump and all the Trumpomaniacs run wild on you, brother?
Classic.
Love it. I love it. I was showing this to Stephanie. She okay. So I guess Trey sent it in the group chat on Twitter that Hulk Hogan was going to be like opening for Donald Trump at the RNC, and I showed that to Stephanie. She's like, I have absolutely no interest in watching or in anything to do with the RNC, and now I just want to watch the thing just to see that. She's like,
yeah, insert the the Leo DiCaprio meme. He's like, you piqued my interest.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do this.
Like I've talked to you guys about how I was never into wrestling, as a kid. I wasn't in a wrestling family, and then Wayne sort of got me into it. Like I get it now. I get the joke. I didn't get it was a joke. Like the whole thing's like a joke, and it's just professional bullshitting, and it's awesome when you see it for what it is. And then that sort of helped me understand politics better, because like it's just every political ad I see, I'm like, this is wrestling. This is fucking wrestling. And I was just mulling it over in my head yesterday at work, just thinking about it. And then when Jay messaged us and was like, "Oh my God, Hulk Hogan at the RNC to his music," I was like, "No, it can't be that on the nose." I love it.
I grew up with the wrestling, and like these two worlds coming together tickles me. This shit is hilarious.
So
I mean, it's all politics too.
And Dana White was there too, though. Like the UFC.
Yeah, Dana. I think Linda McMahon too, old Vince's wife. Because
I talked about it quite a bit back before we started doing the show and everything, like during Trump's first term, because like the left would get so bent out of shape every time Trump would go do a speech somewhere and would like do a rally or something with his supporters. They're like, "Oh my God, did you hear what he said?" I'm like, this dude like spent a lot of time doing stuff with WWF and WWE and all of that. Like, he's been a part of the wrestling world. He understands the role of the heel and how to play this stuff up. Like, if y'all are that fucking stupid that you don't understand that, yeah, when he does a rally in Alabama, he's going to talk about football and America and all the shit that's going to piss you off. Like, that's it. This is the shtick. Like, how can you sit around and just like get so enraged that he's talking about football at a rally in Alabama? Like, he understands his crowd and he understands his role. Like, and he plays.
Yeah, they were trying to make fun of him for it though. They were like, "Oh, what? Why is he talking about football? Like, what does that have to do with running for president or something like that?" They would do that kind of stuff. Like
well, they all did the same shit. Like, remember Hillary Clinton? I think it was Alabama or Atlanta, and she was trying to relate to the crowd, talking about accidentally spilling hot sauce in her purse all over her mixtape at Newport. Like, they all fucking do the same shit.
I
no, it's not
nearly
professional when the other
tired.
side does it.
Pokemon go to the polls.
That had to be
I remember that too.
The only thing she didn't do was like snap her fingers, wag her head, and go, "Mm-hmm."
They all put on the accent of whatever region they're in,
Except for Kamala.
Except for
Kamala. Somehow Kamala still sucks at playing up whatever demographic she's supposed to be. Like, they have her supposedly she's supposed to be an Indian, she's supposed to be African American, she's supposed to be all this stuff, and
Jamaican.
Jamaican. Everything that she's supposed to be playing up. Like, every time she goes in front of a particular crowd and she's supposed to be playing this bit piece, she sucks every single time.
Such a terrible chameleon.
Just a wet rag.
We're too busy watching what you're doing to hear what you're saying.
That is like her.
Sorry. What the fuck was that?
We're too busy watching what you're doing to hear what you're saying.
Dude, her awkward smile. Oh my gosh.
She can't even just do her own region or thing good, like, let alone being the chameleon, who's supposed to be able to fit into anything. She can't do it.
Touche.
She doesn't even have one thing. She doesn't even have one lame thing she's good at.
She has tried to be so.
Wait. She does. She does have one good thing, guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, she wouldn't be in the position she's in now if it wasn't for that. Hey, proof's in the pudding there.
She has spent so much time trying to be all of the things that she's failed at being anything, and now she doesn't even have a thing. Like, she is sold out her
master of none.
She sold out her entire soul for nothingness. Like, just hollowed herself out.
All right, let's follow this logic. So, are we thinking like she could suck the chrome off of a trailer hitch?
Probably.
Eagerly. I don't
obviously.
know. Sorry, Kamala. Don't sue me.
With enthusiasm.
With gusto.
It may not matter soon enough, though. AOC goes live on Instagram saying many who want Joe Biden to drop out of the race also want to remove Kamala Harris.
Yeah, I thought they were a package deal. I hope that was implied.
That seems to be. That largely seems to be.
Oh, are they saying like, is anybody? God, I hope not. But is anybody insinuating that she should be the next candidate?
No.
I mean, I think they have to. Supposedly,
I mean, traditionally, that would be the case.
Well, supposedly they have to, given the ballot rules. They would have to. That's what some people are saying, is that like if Biden does step down, it has to be Kamala. Like you can't just swap out, given how late it is in the year already.
Oh, I guess because technically she's the vice president, so she's supposed to replace him.
Yeah.
If something happens or something, maybe. I don't know.
So what
No, they would have. They would. It's because they would, on the ticket they would already have Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and then if you change the ticket like that's the ticket, and then if you change the ticket to like, well, now it's Gavin Newsom or whatever and Joe Bob, then that's like a complete change. That's like, yeah, you could bump Kamala up on the ticket like as being the president, I guess. That I get. Apparently, that's the rules on how the ballot.
So, President Trump, huh? It's going to be President Trump then. No question about it, huh?
4 more
I mean,
years.
there's no way.
There's no chance for them.
Joe Biden is like.
Hey, now, if Biden can recover from COVID this time, that is a sign that he is back and better than ever, baby.
I saw this.
An 87-year-old recovering from COVID is the same kind of presidential bump that you get from an assassination attempt. You know, usually that gives you like a huge bump. Man, if you're 87 and you look strong as fuck, you know, holy shit, he does still have it. Maybe
These
he
two
can
men are both
hang
elderly.
in there.
Donald Trump is an elderly man who,
Old Dusty
for
Bones
whatever
is so
reason, was
virile.
given 9
Oh,
seconds
look
to
at
take
him.
an iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day.
Oof. Thumbs
but
up with struggle.
his
I hate to see old
survival
people
of
going through
and
that, but also
bouncing right
fuck
back
him.
and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This
Why doesn't he have the
current
mask?
president of the United
My
States is
question.
81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age. So
Fuck
if
you,
he
Scissor.
does fine out of it
Sorry,
and comes back
that's
and
Oprah's
is able to
scissoring
do
partner.
rallies,
I
isn't
was
that
just
exactly the
joking, guys.
same?
This wasn't
It's
supposed to be
not
real
exactly the
news.
same. It's not the same incident, but it's an elderly man
That's
coming
why
through
I
out of
was
an illness.
talking
God, I can't fucking
Beautiful,
stand
Trey. That
female
was beautiful.
Cisco.
Just let you walk right into it. Like,
The Chrome Dome. Oh my God.
It is impressively bad. But yes. If Joe Biden happens to survive COVID, isn't he up to date on all of his boosters? Like, how did he even get COVID to begin with? But if he survives COVID, that's the same as Donald Trump popping up and like giving a fist pump after getting shot on a stage. That's obviously it should convey the same type of enthusiasm. I was telling my parents, my mom and dad were like thinking that this was as insane as you could ever see. I said, "Oh no. Give it about a week. Whenever they realize, because all of them that are calling, they thought it was insane how so many like of the talking heads are calling for Joe Biden to step down and that Biden needs to be replaced, and talking about how old he is and how feeble he is, blah 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 blah." I was like, "No, you think that's insane? Give it a week." When they realize there's nobody coming to rescue them and there's nobody out there to replace him, Big Mike doesn't want anything to do with it. Gavin Newsom doesn't want anything to do with it. Like, they don't want to go against Trump in 2024. They see the writing on the wall. They don't want it. The only one who actually wants to step into Joe Biden's spot is Hillary, and the left summarily does not want her, especially after the failed attempt, a weekend ago. Like, she like that was it for her. That was her last chance to get in good with them, and she missed. So like, they don't want her. There's nobody else that wants anything to do with it. They're gonna be stuck with Joe Biden as the candidate. They're like, so give it a week. When they all realize, oh shit, like this is what we've got to work with is Biden Harris 2.0. They're going to completely flip on their heads and start talking about how great he is and how, like, if he survives COVID, that's a show of strength and all of, like, they're going to start talking about how amazing Joe Biden is after literally a week after they were talking about how incompetent he was and how he needed to step down. Like, just wait.
Teflon Don.
Open up
that,
Project
that was a
2025.
joke before, but no, that definitely
Project 2025. Let's keep running with that.
Oh, dude, that is just all of my, other 98% side of the internet is just 2025, dude. That's all. That's the only place I've heard it. I haven't heard it anywhere else. So I'm like, is it even real? I don't know.
Did you
I don't even know what this is.
Did you see
it's
where
not even Trump's thing though?
where Facebook is finally starting to put like fact check things on the Project 2025 posts? Like, there's all these posts that talk about if you're gay married, you're going to be put in an internment camp and blah 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 and all this other like bullshit about Project 2025.
They just call it West Hollywood.
And
just wall off West Hollywood.
Somebody posted one of these things, and I was like, so I've read the 922-page booklet about, novel about like all of the plans for Project 2025. I was like, can you actually point out where in this whole fucking thing it says literally any of this? Like, even gets remotely close to hinting at literally any of this, because it doesn't. But if you can point it out, I'll go back and reread it for a third time and find where it does say it. But after 2 read-throughs of the whole fucking 900 pages,
I mean, the majority of it,
it's
the majority of it is
there.
literally just like, hey, we want to like fire the majority of the FBI and stuff like this. And
so the overturning of Chevron really makes about a third, if not more, a moot point. Like, a lot of it was, how do we go about basically working? A lot of it was basically like, how do we go about working around Chevron to do away with all of these agencies and shit and all of their bullshit authority that they wield. And then Chevron gets overturned. Like, okay, well, you can just take a whole third of the book and just whoop, because that's done with. Now you just need the companies to take these agencies to court and do their due diligence on the legal side of it. So, like, yeah, I mean, the whole Project 2025 thing is fucking insane. It's such a dumb talking point. But Facebook finally is starting to put fact checkers on these posts that says none of this is actually in Project 2025. I'm like, hell yeah! Facebook is finally coming around.
I saw, after I saw Zuck, surfing with an American flag, maybe he got a little bit of patriotism, and he was like, yeah, maybe this is.
He's letting his attention to detail from being autistic take over finally.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that tend to notice things.
He started to check the charts. And the
Hang on,
numbers. Just like Trump.
And then I love trains. And the next thing you know, here are some FBI statistics.
That's the funniest thing. He comes out there, and when he first walked out, he has the chart or whatever, and it's like, this chart saved my life. Because he looked at the immigration statistic charts. Yeah, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, I could almost forgive him for all of those suspensions after watching this. Just almost, not quite, but we're getting there. Like, if he was firing off a Roman candle with the other hand, or like
while doing a Roman salute,
yeah, like something, yeah. Or if he was crushing a Coors Light while doing this, like got the flag in one hand, down in one in the other hand, like, then that would have pushed it over the top. But we got close to forgiveness here. That is pretty badass.
I mean, he does own that whole island, so I do the same shit.
So somebody said that like he had like a $300 million yacht or something like that, like that he was showing off.
When is him and Elon gonna have their cage match or whatever?
They canceled it because apparently Mama Musk is like, I don't want to see my son beat the hell.
She doesn't want to watch Elon beat the crap out of a nerd.
I know. No, Zuck does. He does jujitsu.
Oh,
Yeah.
He doesn't want
Have you not seen the video? No, dude. He's
Yeah,
legit.
he's legit. Like, yeah, he does. And like autistic dudes love jiu-jitsu and they're good at it. That's why you don't want to go out like starting shit with people these days.
Yeah.
Like the nerds know how to like choke you out now.
do you think he's got like a whole train room in his house too? Just like he's got a train room bigger than our houses. Just like all trains just everywhere.
Dude, he's got trains that like bring him stuff. Hey, I need a Diet Coke.
Where does it go? I don't know, but one time it came back with snow on it.
Wrong kind of snow.
Hey, weekend isn't until tomorrow. Don't get me excited.
Hey, I mean, he probably could buy the Polar Express if he wanted to.
Whatever. The weekend starts whenever you want it to.
That's true. I'm a 9-to-5 man now. Big corporate chill.
Poor Dag.
Yep. My first week of regular work. It's been pretty nice though. I gotta admit. I'm just not just totally making my own schedule, you know.
I gotta go back to work on Monday. I survived my firing scare, and now I have to like go be professional again. Return to work, motherfuckers.
Hey.
I know. I was really looking forward. I was really looking forward to being Alan's like full-time showrunner for It's Too Late, but
so he'll finally have an actual producer.
Yeah, that was the plan, but no, had to go and get to keep my job. It's just because they couldn't find anybody else to do it. In order to work where I work, it takes a special kind of retard.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.